All right. What do you want? The big stink. Is on bottom of the space station, or is it on the express? You say it says on express. Okay. I'll say I've already done that one, dog. All right. Dude, I don't care what you have to say. All right. Well, while we're here, we're gonna fucking do Simulated Universe. World 1. Dude, I don't know anymore what the fuck I need for the path. We'll just work our way down. So right now I need to Remembrance. That's all I know. I wish I can see, like, what the fuck I need to unlock. Well, there is, but I don't want to go through, like, 5 menus just to figure it out and then come back.
Make a wish.
Not what I wanted to push.
Firefly Type 4. Activate. Firefly Type 4. Activate. Firefly Type 4. Activate.
This game is very easy, isn't it?
Danger ahead. Ready yourself.
Need I? Let's test
Goodbye.
your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
Oh yeah, I need Remembrance. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Did you to speak to Mr. Edward Quest? No, not yet.
Firefly Type 4. Activate.
I did not. We got one more quest to do before we can do that.
Firefly Type 4. Activate.
That's all of Remembrance. That's good. Uh-oh.
Need I teach someone a
Oh, no.
lesson?
Like fire, I will fight for myself
Oh, isn't that 2 times speed?
until everything burns to ashes.
What the hell?
Answer me.
Dive.
This is more than battle. Set the seas ablaze. Destiny isn't chosen. Ill fate descends.
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
If I did that first, he would have died. Oh, he still died, I guess. Oh, never mind. Bro, it's grinding simulation. No, I'm not grinding it. I'm just doing the first one for my a daily.
Danger ahead.
You just do tier 1 fucking.
Make a wish.
If you literally just do tier 1 every day, just you need to get rid of all your dailies immediately. That's why I use it for. I am not grinding this at all yet.
Need I teach someone a lesson?
Also, I swear, go turn off brief description. What the fuck's brief description?
Test.
What do you want to know?
You didn't die from that?
Every victory is hard won.
Cool. Claims everything I can. When you get a blessing? Oh, nah, I don't really care about that. All right. We got one more. We got one more to do. We gotta do this. Hopefully, this one won't take that long. Judging by the reward it's gonna give me, it's gonna be a while. Son of a bitch. Also, you get more than that by spending your trailblazing power and claiming
Welcome to
daily
the
commissions.
interactive
Yeah, but the Star Wars fast. The Similar Universe is faster, dude.
Good evening.
It's also more brain dead. I literally just go in and I hit one button and I win.
We're here to bring you the latest news from across the galaxy.
Like that whole thing literally took me like less than 4 minutes.
Alliance have renewed their trade agreements, bringing great
Since assuming the role of Helm Master, it's rare that I have the chance to gaze upon the star. It should be a view I tire of seeing. Thank you. It's a shame. The stars no longer belong to me.
I don't care.
Perhaps one day I shall feel their embrace once again.
You can
will.
come.
Thank you. I can't help but say that after arriving on the Express, I'm a little envious of your way of life. You are able to enjoy the vastness of the universe. I hope you all cherish one another.
We won't. Hey, what do you want, Paimon? Did I say Paimon? Pom Pom.
Heave ho! Heave ho! Huh? Trailblazer, do you need help with something?
There's a letter on the table.
Pom-Pom's been cleaning up this whole time and didn't see any letters.
I'm gonna sneak into Express.
What? Don't scare Pom-Pom like that! Why are there always strange things sneaking onto our train? Pom-Pom is going to upgrade the security level around here.
That's a Jinglu quest. By the way, if you remember, I fucking don't. I don't.
What does the letter say?
Hands over the letter.
It looks like an invitation. Who could have sent it? Does Don Hong have any friends on the Law Fu? If Pom-Pom remembers correctly, he said he was
I said that you need to go to the
exiled from
parlor
there,
car and
right?
get the letter to get part 2. This is part 2. Oh, okay. I remember now.
Unlikely. If the general sent the letter, he would have signed it.
See, this is why I'm not gonna do the same thing I did when I went to the Zhenho. Senho, whatever the fuck, however the fuck you call that place. I just skipped all the quests, and I did the story, and then I went back to do all the quests. This is why I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Why don't you show Don Hong the letter? You know where to find him.
I'm just gonna do all the main important quests first. Or just do, like, all the quests as I go. So nothing stacks up like that. That way I don't get shit conflicting with other stuff. Here you go, bitch.
What is it? Do you need something?
A letter. How long is this
No
quest?
signature, and it doesn't mention a time or place. Looks like whoever sent this expects me to remember.
Do you?
Unfortunately, I'm going to disappoint them.
Three blade?
The handwriting does seem like that of a swordmaster, but Blade would have gotten straight to the point.
You don't remember, maybe 20 minutes, maybe you skip unimportant dialogue?
It's an invitation, all right.
You know I ain't gonna do that.
This is too mysterious to be him. Let me hold on to the letter. Anything related to Don Feng's past should be handled with care.
You remember just fine, don't you, bitch? The appearance of the letter makes you feel uneasy. You invoke the cloud hymn, and a drop of water condenses from the air and soaks into the letter. Handwriting disappears, and another line of writing blurs due to the water stain. 5 people, 3 must pay the price.
Just as I thought. There was more than met the eye. Letting him leave first was a wise choice. I can't put him in danger again because of this. But if he didn't send the letter, then who did? Maybe I should make a trip to the seat of divine foresight. I need to ask Jin Yuan about the Stellaron hunters.
Oh. I mean, at least I can break them easily. Yeah, hey, bitch. Hey, mommy. It's funny, it's like I barely remember you, but I also fucking don't. The weirdest thing. I don't remember, is this bitch a support character or a damage character? You're gonna want a healer. She does drain HP. Okay. Can I not collect my healer? I did. Wait, what the fuck? Oh. Oops. Clicked on her. Yeah, I hope this team's good. We'll find out very quickly. She's a DPS. She's one of the best in the game right now. Is she? Oh, okay. Can you remind me what happened in the first fucking part? I actually don't remember. All I remember is that, like, wait, hang on, it's coming back to me. She betrayed that one kid, right? Yeah. She tricked that one kid, and she's like, "I'm here for another purpose. Bye-bye." In like a fight, and the kid was like strong enough to meet her expectations or whatever. I don't remember why she was there though. I'm about to find out, I guess.
After all this time away from the Luofu, the seat of divine foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring. Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man. I'm just reminiscing about the old days. However, I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I remember now.
Huh?
Oh?
I've got my work cut out for me today. Well, if it isn't Don Hung.
It's me. Greetings.
Greetings. I need to speak to the general about something.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility. They can deduct my
For
next
the
100
injuries
years' salary
you
if
gave
they
me? I remember shoving a giant eel up your ass, dog. Don't test me, boy.
That won't be necessary. The Cloud Knights were
A
doing
giant
their
dragon.
duty.
I'm sorry, it's not an eel, it's a
I
dragon.
should be apologizing for any damage I caused myself.
You came at a bad time. The General is busy with urgent work. You probably won't be able to meet with him today. But he did leave a message. Don Hung. Do you recognize the person on the steps?
No.
No. If the general isn't available, I'll come back another day.
You don't remember her? I see. I suppose the memories of your previous life really were wiped clean after the rebirth. That is Jing Liu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou La Fu. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation. She was also the general's master. According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance.
That's hype.
Not even the feather guards of the Wingweaver, the father wolf of the Borazon, or the gigantic mecha beast could withstand a single strike from her. She's a renowned legend. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said that in the end, Jing Liu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone in sight. She was deemed a criminal and fled to outer worlds. With her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Luofu with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to turn herself in.
Okay.
Her surrender came with one condition: that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial. She wanted to travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jing Yuan actually agreed. Before he left, he ordered us to accompany Jing Liu during her last day on the Luofu. We're hosting an honored guest. We're escorting a criminal.
Cool. Kingdom suddenly stops talking like her. You perceive a chill settling in the air around you.
Imbibitor Lune, you're here.
Huh?
Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me? Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Don Hung.
I'm not the only one who hates Don Hung, right? I fucking don't like him. I don't really care about him.
When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the shackling prison.
Yeah?
I thought Imbibitor Lune had been wiped from this world. But then I returned to the Luofu and watched as you parted the sea. After all these years, it was a magnificent sight to behold.
Do I know you?
Do we know each other?
The answer to that is both yes and no. However, your cold and indifferent tone is identical to the person I knew back then. If my guess is correct, the Preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end, and hoped for the Imbibiter Lunay's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the Moltene Rebirth, and turned you into what you are now.
Why are you here?
You're not here to reminisce on old times. Tell me why you're here.
You didn't hear? That Vidyadhara girl explained it clear as day. I returned to the Lawfu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins. I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends, and to fulfill promises I made long ago. Jing Yuan has always been an understanding person. He heard that you would be coming and agreed to my request.
So, you're the one that mailed the letter to the Express.
That's right.
In the meantime,
the sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. The scenery of Scale Gorge waterscape is truly as magnificent as the poems describe. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this, General?
Holding you in the shackling prison would be more trouble than it's worth. For security purposes, we will be performing your trial here.
For security purposes? I suppose it's not my security you're talking about.
The Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation of the Amicassator. According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, you arrived on the Lawfu with a group of merchants, but didn't make a single trade during your stay. Your departure coincided with the day the calamities took place. You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the shackling prison, but seemingly took no course of action. Now you claim that you are responsible for the Stellaron crisis and wish to surrender yourself. Your behavior truly is puzzling. I can't seem to piece together your motive.
you can piece together these nuts.
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew nothing of its significance. I admit I did have my own agenda for entering the shackling prison, but in the end, I found that the Lawfu did not possess what I was looking for. It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer. It would be silly of me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
Merely a wanderer. You're too modest, Locha. Do I need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroud Veil Star Zone?
Perhaps. Perhaps, I don't even know. Because I'm not very paying attention.
Or must I utter that
No,
tongue
I am
twister
not
of a
paying
name?
attention. I'm not.
Well, they don't call you the Divine Foresight for nothing, General.
You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, are you looking to defend me and clear my name of suspicion?
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. According to protocol, you are to be held on the Xianzhou Shuling for a joint trial before the Ten Lords Commission and the 7 Arbiter Generals. However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape. It will be the last view of the Law Fu you ever lay eyes on.
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and feasted here hundreds of years ago.
Okay.
The unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lune Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Juming artisan Ying Xing, and the unmatched stratagem of the general.
Dude, who fucking names these characters? I swear to God.
The 5 of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and the High Cloud Quintet disbanded as each of you went your separate ways. You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. But not for security purposes. You wish to discuss things that shouldn't be overheard. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jing Liu.
Ooh.
We can head out now. I would like to visit a few places from my memories, enjoy a glass of wine, and reminisce about the good times.
This bitch isn't here to turn herself in, is
Have
she?
you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
I would make a wonderful tourist. Lower your guard, young man. I have already surrendered myself to the Alliance, and I will keep my word. Besides, your general has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor Lune, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer. Regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life, accepting my letter means that you've accepted.
Does she have a fucking moon in her
invitation.
chest? Or like an abdomen? Abdomen? Yeah.
Lead the way.
Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first, or to the Artisanship Commission? So many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them.
Not my fault.
When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day is like carrying the weight of a mountain through an interminable maze.
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going to Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
The young are the antidote.
I hate this fucking
Stargazer
kid, dude.
Navalia it is.
So far, the Sheno has like my least favorite characters in the entire fucking game.
If it's star skips you wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here?
Young man, have you ever heard of Bai Heng, the Foxian pilot?
Bai Heng. I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
Pilot. The concept of flight holds no memories for you. In your previous life of nobility, you were spared the task of taking the helm as an unarmed traveler in this life. You have not yet come into contact with a star skiff. Yet there's a voice. Impeccable. Explanatory. I can't. Dude, I can't fucking word. I woke up today just like fucked. Apparently, echoing. I can't even say the word echo. Echoing in your ear, becoming. Stop.
The star skiff won't hold much longer.
Dude, I can't fucking. I can really not read today. Holy shit.
Imbibiter Lunae, if memories are returning to you, share them.
Only fragments.
I think she was one of Imbibiter Lunae's comrades.
She was a comrade and friend to both Imbibiter Lunae and all of us. Well, that's all in the past now. The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia is because I wanted to pay tribute to her here.
Huh? You mean the Foxian soul-soothing ceremony?
Yes, the sending off of a star skiff. It represents the voyage of the deceased into the stars. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I never had the chance to bid farewell to her. It is something I have regretted to this day. As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here, but I know nothing of the process.
I see. Follow me.
Follows you.
I don't know anything about manufacturing star skiffs either. Careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
No need to worry about the two of us.
We've arrived. All ship production in Stargazer Navalia starts here. Just enter the command into the device. The vessel used to cultivate starskiff seeds will be activated, and a ship will appear in the skyport soon after. I remember now. I've seen Bai Hung's name in books before.
You like to read? I couldn't tell.
Hey, I don't read much, but the General forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Star Skiff. The author's name was Bai Hung.
That's right. Bai Hung was the one who wrote that travelogue.
Yup.
It was actually
Also who?
really interesting. 90% of it was about starskiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and ecosystems. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive.
And got back alive. Why does that term sound wrong to say?
Indeed.
Got back alive. It doesn't sound right.
Always astonished us.
How do you get back alive?
A mission, you could almost guarantee a narrow escape from the jaws of some abundance behemoth, or a miraculous return from behind enemy lines.
Get back. That's a stupid fucking line, dude.
Very few star skiffs
Get back alive.
were
Jesus
able to
fucking Christ.
return
Yeah,
to
no,
port
I don't
in
like
one
that line.
piece.
That's a stupid line.
The folks at the Skyfaring Commission secretly referred to her as the Star Skiff Killer. She also possessed an uncanny ability to predict future events, inauspicious ones at least. Every ill omen that came out of her mouth would sure enough come true. Very few Cloud Knights had the courage to accompany her on missions. However, when it came to surviving, her fortunes were incredible. Even in the worst situations imaginable, she was always able to turn the tide.
Yup.
Luck is a type of strength, after all. I hope that this ship, built for the Star Skiff Killer, will also be able to return to the stars.
Everything she said went in one ear, not the other, by the way.
Assembly line has been activated. The star skiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Thank you.
See, the star skiff is complete.
The starship's complete.
After being away from
Wowie
Lawfu
zowie.
for so long, I can finally say farewell to you.
So, what happened to Baihung in the end?
She fucking died.
In the end, I do not think the details are necessary. We are here today to commemorate her. Imbibitor Lune, do you still remember the battle against Shuhu?
Ooh.
Did Dan Feng fight alongside you?
Yes, the High Elder was held in higher regard. The Cloud Knights became wary after learning of Dan Feng's imminent arrival. General Teng Shao.
God, I
called for me to
fucking hate
guarantee
this
the
quest.
safety of the troops. But Baihung didn't care about any of that. She believed that the High Elder was mortal and no different from the soldier next to her. You ran
Does anyone
fair
care if I
share
just speed
errands
read
for
this?
her when she was still around?
Oh wait, here's some more interesting news and whatever this shitty story has to say. So Pokimane is doing a charity thing for top bid. Will be able to play a game with her, which I don't know why you want to play a game with her. She's fucking terrible. Anyway, the current bid is half a mil. It's $500,000 to play a game with Pokimane. Fucking alright.
Let me refresh your memory. During that battle, Bachi charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses.
For speed reading this is super fucking boring. I am struggling to try to. I'm struggling to keep myself interested in this at any turn, dude. I don't know. I can't words right now. I can't.
There is no need.
I think it's the way this bitch speaks.
Imbibitor Lune.
I think the way this girl is talking is just making it so uninteresting. I just don't want to hear it. A super monotone voice. It just sounds so unappealing.
Baihung, I'm sorry
I didn't mean
it
to
took
skip
so
that one.
long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be calmed. I will fulfill what you asked of me. I will keep my word.
Put some fucking dynamite in it, explodes the Lawfu.
Let's go. The Artisanship Commission is next. Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant...
What's that supposed to mean? What's wrong with saving your own life and waiting for the Cloud Knights to...
And yet where were the Cloud Knights when danger was at the door? From what I heard, it was a group of Outworlders that came to the rescue.
Yeah, me.
The Lawfu's delves are big places. Besides, some of the troops were deployed to the Yao Qing's campaign. The Cloud Knights were spread thin.
Young man, why don't we continue our previous contest? Show me whether the sword techniques you are so proud of have improved.
You just want me to do all the work. You think I'm gonna grant endless requests for a criminal?
You go on ahead this time. We'll meet up at the creation furnace.
Why did you send him away?
Yep.
It is of no importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages.
I don't plan on fighting.
I do.
I'm not.
Activate.
Even after your rebirth, your moves and techniques haven't changed one bit.
Questions.
When I move, it's like
you never forgot.
Does ice damage to a target enemy and obtains 1 stack of synergy. What does synergy do? Okay, can you tell me what synergy does? Please. Like, what is this game, dude? Anytime I go to check a skill, it's like, oh yeah, it gives you 1 stack of this, 1 stack of that. Okay, what does that mean? What does that stack do? I'm not gonna tell you. What the fuck is synergy? Whatever, here, have some synergy, I guess.
Initiate cleanup.
I don't know what it does, but it does something.
Join the battle. Attack. Your answer. A test.
Tedious.
Nap time.
Come on already. What took you so long this time?
I wanna bash this kid's brains in, dude.
Don't get anxious, Imbibitor Lune. We have all the time in the world.
Danger ahead. Ready.
Fuck you.
This spear still recognizes you as its master. Imbibitor Lune. Do you know who crafted it for you?
it's been with me ever since my exile. I don't remember when I started wielding it.
So what do you think of Jingyu's gameplay? I mean, I have only done 1 battle with her so far, so I don't really have an opinion on it. What the fuck is synergy? The skill says gives you 1 thing of synergy, but I can't find anywhere where it says what synergy actually fucking does. So I don't know what synergy does.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Not bad. 5 points. A test.
That'll take nap time. This is more than a battle.
Answer me. Feel.
Blade of Moonlight.
What'd you just do there, dog? Okay. What's it do? Ice damage and deals ice damage to adjacent targets. Obtain 1 stack of synergy. Does synergy let me do what she just did there? Like the more I synergize, the more she gets stacks, and then she just does like a attack like that. No? Oh, okay. I don't know what the fuck synergy does. Alright, yeah, fuck it. We'll use the ultimate.
All will be revealed.
What's this do?
Lunar flame.
Oh, she doesn't have her mask on. I just realized that. Alright, he's dying.
Not bad. 5 points.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Not bad. 5 points. Your answers? Answer me.
Merciful Medicus.
Nap time.
Gains 2 stacks of synergy, which you can get from her skills and ultimate. But what does synergy do?
Questions.
After that, she enters a special mode and gets a 50% crit rate, and she also drains her teammates' HP. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's probably why I had a lot less HP than I should have there. Because I was paying attention to that.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight.
It's pretty good.
You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Dan Feng and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten everything. But you cannot run from combat, Dan Heng. Your spearmanship is
that's why the
identical
ultimate
to
enters the mode. Oh, I see. So that synergy mode she gets in stacks with her ultimate. That's pretty cool.
Combat is like smelting, purging the impurities with burning flames and exposing a person's true nature. Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Do you remember? Out of all of us, you were the closest to him. It was strange, really, to see someone so arrogant.
In your dreams, you see a man with an instinctive face standing arrogantly and irreversibly in front of a gun rack where the Cloudpiercer is placed.
This spear is sharp enough to pierce dragon scales. Be careful, High Elder, lest you hurt yourself with it.
You still remember his name. When he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to travel across the stars to the Cienjo to receive training. When I first met him, he wasn't even as tall as my sword.
Speed read, speed read, speed read.
He was boasting about mastering. At first, I wasn't too fond of his defiant nature. But when we met again, unfortunately, the Alliance would never allow a short-life species to run the art.
I'm not the only one who finds it extremely boring, right?
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply couldn't keep up with you.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer in this world?
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
He must be ancient, dog. He's still alive.
Yingxing is still alive?
Of course he's still alive. But he might be better off dead.
You only need to get her 50% crit rate and then get crit damage as much as possible.
Some people are born with
So what? She's kind of like the fucking Ayaka almost of this game. Hey, just get crit rate and crit damage on Blizzard set and you're good.
As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to aid in
Cracks every bone in my back.
resurrecting his deceased companion.
Stretch!
His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul was shattered and became the evil that he hated most. The irony.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
Already was recommending 50% since you have 100 in your synergy. It's not needed. So I only have like 30 issues and it works fine. Oh, okay.
I gave
Yeah.
him a second chance.
So kind of like the Ayaka of this game, though. Just get crit rate, crit damage. Focus more crit damage, though, and you're good.
What did you do to him?
She fucked him, of course.
He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I gave him a different kind of freedom.
Does Ayaka get attack from her talents? So how Ayaka works in Genshin is if you freeze she gets more crit rate and I'm sorry, correction. She gets more crit damage and the more you level up her talents. And the Blizzard set, you combine that with her. When you freeze a target, you get 30% crit rate and a couple more damage, I believe. I can't remember her kit off the top of my head because I don't really pay attention to Genshin anymore. So it's been a while since I really like looked into her. I'll probably start looking into her like tomorrow because update. But yeah, she gets a lot of buffs from if you can freeze a target. Because she's one of those characters that always has a cryo. Like, you can always apply cryo. And if you combine that with Blizzard set, which makes it so it always freezes... if you freeze a target, you get more crit rate and crit damage. You can just fucking go to town on everything. She got attack or not, since you mentioned that she was similar to she got attack. Yeah, so a common misconception about Genshin characters, or I guess Genshin farming in general, is that people always say, oh, you always want crit damage, right? That's not the case. If you have 200% crit damage, focus more on attack than crit damage. Because if you have 200% crit damage, but you keep stacking that, you will actually be getting more benefit off of getting more attack than you would crit. Because that crit damage is a 200% more damage of your regular attack. But if your attack is shit, then you don't want crit damage because you're just hurting yourself. I believe some of Ayaka's constellations give her more attack. I know that. Yeah, she's more attack, especially if you have her weapon. Her weapon gives a lot of attack too, if I remember correctly. I can't remember off the top of my head. I just don't want to have this shit.
I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques.
That's why
on to him.
Yelan's actually benefits more
I
from
let him
HP circuits.
die
Exactly,
100
right?
Deaths to remind him of the karma of his previous life.
Because what, Yelan is like the more HP you have, the more attack her ultimate does or some shit. Or like the more damage her ultimate does. You want her to have high attack and her to really only be the only Hydro character on your team. That's why you get the best effect of her. Yeah, you can have multiple Hydro characters, but she gets, but what? She does more damage the less if she's like the only one, or shit like that. If I'm remembering correctly.
We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
She scares of HP. Yeah, that's what it is. But I remember there's a thing where it's like the less Hydro characters there is, the more HP she gets, or some shit like that, which gives her more attack. There's a reason why having her as like
As a
one
follower of the
hydro
Rainbow
character is
Arbiter,
like what you
have
want.
witnessed the catastrophe brought upon
Usually.
by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters, eventually used as sacrifices to the abundant. What do you think should be done to put an end to it?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights. Take me, for example. My powers
And you gonna let me skip
originate
this one? Go
from
fuck
the
yourself. All right.
abundance, yet my goals.
But kinda, I
are
guess. I
aligned
really
with the
don't remember.
Alliance. The Hunt is not the only faction.
Well,
in the
elemental types
universe
and
that
more
wants
HP.
Yaoshi.
So yeah, it's different elemental types without Hydro, right? Because Hydro's, you know, so you don't want another Hydro character. She gets more HP. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I haven't really got into Genshin in a while. Last time I really got into Genshin was like the last major update, which was like the final story of Fontaine, and then I sort of just gave up on it. I mean, I do the events, but that's about it. You know, events. The new event's coming out soon, isn't it? Like tomorrow.
It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. To want to eliminate these So, in order to sever Yaoshi's curse, your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. She has traveled many worlds and discovered a solution.
I'm listening.
Oh, this is actually finally getting interesting.
I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move will have to be made on the Shu Ling.
Finally, Yaelin's gonna rerun. I did see that. Hoping for a minimum of C1 and maybe an R1 and maybe an R1 too. Do I have Yaelin as C1? I think I do.
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shu Ling and stand before the 6 generals, even the Marshal.
I have a
That
couple
is your true
C1
agenda.
characters. And I look at C4 D-Luke. I keep getting D-Luke. Anytime I fail 50-50, 9 times out of 10 is D-Luke.
And
Which I'm not mad about.
the purpose of the contents of your coffin.
I know D-Luke is really good. I keep getting told like D-Luke is like really shit, despite you can literally make him do like 100,000 damage by pushing one button. I don't know if you call that character shit if he can do that, by the way. I get a lot of people tell me D-Luke's kind of bad. I'm just like, dude, if you can make a character do almost 100,000 damage with a push of a button, is that character really bad? No. My hotel does that every plunge? I mean, yeah. I mean, like my Navia literally does that every attack as well. Like I constantly hit for 100,000 with Navia. But I mean, it's just like it's a 5-star. It's a standard 5-star character that can hit for 100,000. I mean, like, is that character really bad? No, he's not.
General.
Out of
You
every
said it
like
yourself.
character you can get
This is
from the
beyond
standard
your
banner from losing a 50-50,
It is the law of
you
the
either
Alliance.
want Mona or D-Luke.
We cannot deviate.
Those are the two like you should be fine with. Like, you know, if I lose, I'm like, oh, okay, I got those. Or I'm not that, you know, sad. It just sounds like coping. I don't even use him. I'm just saying he's good. A lot of people say he's like absolutely dog shit when he's just not. He's just a fine character. I don't even fucking use him. He's like level 40 for my. He's like level 40.
This was a
me.
spectacular move.
You've changed, Jingyuan.
Hey, Blade.
The man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
Barbara can do 100,000 every charge attack. Yeah, but that's with a certain gauntlet, or that's with a certain set. And that set can literally make like any fucking character do that. That set's fucking OP as shit. I have that set. I put on different characters sometimes. They literally put on like any Hydra character and like you can make them do that much damage too.
I'm here for the same reason anyone would be. For a checkup and consultation. Patience, young man. We're not far from scale.
Dude, he's not coping. I'm not coping. I don't use him either. I'm just saying he's not bad.
General tasked you with
it's not a cope. It would be a cope if I use him and say he's the best character ever. He's very much not. I'm just saying he's not bad and people shit on him too much. Like, there's far worse characters than Diluc in Genshin. I'm just saying if I get him as a 5-star, I'm not terribly, like, sad. I'm like, oh, okay, I got Diluc again. Cool. He's usable, but he's cope. He's cope if people are, like, use him and saying he's the absolute best. He's not. I'm not saying he's shit, and I'm not saying he's the greatest. I'm just saying he's fine. Saying a character is fine is not cope. If he's usable, that equals fine.
Miss Bailu. She's here for a consultation.
What artifact set are you talking about? I don't even fucking remember. It's the one that like makes a little fucking charge ball and will eventually explode.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your eyes?
Fucking.
Or is it something else?
What's that one fish bitch name? Like her set? You can literally put that set on like a lot of fucking healers and it just makes them do like giga damage.
My eyes are fine.
But he's back in. I don't know if they nerfed it.
Avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons.
What, the Heart of Depth?
Thoughts have been disordered
I
lately,
think I have that set too. I don't use it though.
Occasional night
A
terrors.
DPS set.
Do you have a way to soothe my mind, Dragon Lady?
Those symptoms don't sound like
I don't even use Barbara anymore. I fucking don't. Which is weird. Because I used to use Barbara so fucking much. I don't anymore. I'll probably start using her again though.
Who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Give me your hand.
Because I don't like Farina.
By checking your pulse.
I think the reason why I stopped using Barbara was because if you're versing like a frost type enemy, you're just fucked. I think that's the reason why. I think one time I was playing Genshin, I just had to verse like a whole bunch of fucking frost type enemies, and I just said, fuck it, I'm changing her. I'm switching her out because I can't. I keep getting frozen. That was like my one major fucking complaint with Barbara. I mean, technically speaking, it makes sense that she can do 100,000 though, because Barbara was originally supposed to be a 5-star character. Barbara is, by all definitions, a 5-star character.
It's freezing.
But for some reason, like last minute, they made her a 4-star.
Please wait. Danheng, can I speak to you for a minute? Your friend here has a very peculiar condition.
Why do I care?
Her pulse is extremely faint. Normally, this would mean that she
won't live much longer.
She won't live much longer.
Barbara is meant as a healer to outperform Diluc. That's just sad. That is true. That shouldn't be happening. But at the same time, there's a lot of 5-star characters in Genshin that are just super fucking shit and don't have no reason to be a 5-star.
Let the healer make the professional diagnosis.
To be fair, a lot of 5-star characters can outperform. Correction. 4-star characters outperform 5-star characters in Genshin.
Feels like there's a dark
Most of the 4-star characters in Genshin fucking slap a lot. Like, they're really good. Bennett's a really good character. Barbara's a really good character. That one Hatsune Miku bitch is a really good character. What else? What else? I don't really know many 4-stars name off the top of my head. Not really damage wise, but for support wise, you don't really see a lot of support 5 stars in Genshin. They're great. At least I haven't noticed any. Then again, I just rock the people I like and just keep using them.
Can you and your friend come back for follow-up visits?
Decline
Today's
respectfully.
her last day on the Luofu.
What a shame. If she could stay for a few days, I might be able to figure out how to cure her. I'll do my best. No matter what I administer, she's gonna need
The best support 5-star character in Genshin though is Zhongli. We'll say that. Hey, would you have to take any damage ever? Yeah, okay, you win. I don't like him either. There's actually a reason why Mihoyo said they're never going to do a Zhongli, another type of Zhongli, because that's just way too overpowered.
Come with me. I'll prescribe her some soul-returning vitality infusion. I won't cure her, but I'll... Wait! Where did my big medicine box go?
Okay, that's cope. What? Using Zhongli? You literally live every attack ever in Zhongli. That's not cope. That's just a fact.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus
Hey, would you like to never fucking die? Yeah, okay.
Around here. Tunhung, you mind coming with me to retrieve my
What's a
medicine?
better support character than a character that literally cannot let you die, period? People with skill issues, you know what? True, facts.
Trouble, Dragon Lady.
I don't like using them.
I'll come along as well.
I don't. I think I only use them when I'm farming really tedious like artifacts and shit, just to make it easier and faster. Other than that, I don't like using Zhongli. I think he's a fucking stupid character. He's actually there just for, he's actually there as like a easy mode for the whole game, and I hate it.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
I can smell the herbs. It's around here. Hey! Give me back my medicine! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away!
That thing's fucking gone, dog. What are we doing, by the way? Monkey!
There's an even bigger monster protecting this one! When did so many creatures start visiting the Alchemy Commission?
Yeah, I don't like Zhongli. He is the best support character in terms of he won't ever let you die, period. There is no better support character in any game ever. If there's a character in a game that simply just won't let you die, period, and you can just tank everything and be just fine, no matter what you do, that character's always the best because you can use anything ever with him and be fine. And that's what I hate about Genshin with like most of the people who make builds, right? They always, oh yeah, use Zhongli. It's like, no wonder why this... It's like, yeah, no shit, use Zhongli. No wonder why this really OP team is good. Because it's allowing you not to die. So you can just go all damage people and say fuck you to anything that stands in your way. And I think that's fucking cringe and stupid. Like, the game has iframes. Maybe learn to dodge.
Need I teach someone a lesson?
You know?
Test.
That game, Genshin does have iframes. Maybe learn to fucking dodge. I don't know. I wish I had a March here. I'd just be able to fuck with the beast.
Why your hands are so cold? Like until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze!
SAS, knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Monkey. Ouch.
This is more than a battle. Fight to live!
Free.
Blade of Moonlight.
0 points.
This cold isn't something normal
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Nap time.
I killed your dogs. What are you gonna do about it?
Firefly Type 4 in position.
Just hit normally. I don't have the skills for that.
Answer me.
You literally just can't die. It only heals and make you under. Stringer's heroes are insane. By the way, it can easily heal your team in 1 second. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? I don't like plunge teams. Yeah, they're fun, but I just really just don't like them. I understand plunge is probably like one of the. Oh, yeah, this bitch died, by the way. Whatever.
Your answers?
I can kill him. Was not paying attention.
Nap time.
In position.
Just a little something. Think nothing of.
But yeah, I'm not a fan of plunge teams in Genshin. Never have been.
5 points.
I understand their power and potential. I have the ability to make a plunge team. I just don't care enough to, man. They don't seem fun to me.
Make sure nothing's missing. Excellent.
And where's the
All
healing
Valerian
device?
and chi strengthening
There it is.
infusions are here. Let's head back. Never make a patient wait too long. Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your body and calm your mind.
Yeah, I actually have what was it? Xingyang? That's Cloud Retainer, right? I have her. I like using her a lot. She is not set up though. Until I get Yelan, that Hu Tao team is gonna have to be I'm gonna have to stick with. If you get Yelan, definitely try to get Ayaka or some type of like really good freeze character. Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, she's fucking awesome. I really want to use her as like my main. My ideal team right now, what I want to have is I want to have Ayaka, some type of Hydro character, so probably Yelan. When I build her up more, Navia, and then Xingyang. Worsley Ayaka seems meh, to be honest. Plus, I have pretty good rest. I like Ayaka. I like her style of gameplay. Worsley, I don't have an opinion on because I don't use him. I know he can be good. I'm not 100% sure, though. I do want to... There's a lot of teams I want to use.
The fate of a long
I also have,
is inevitable, even with the best doctors.
Fucking... I don't know, the new fire bitch. I really don't understand how to pronounce her name.
You're Mara struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident on the Law Fu, I've treated a number of Mara stricken patients recently.
You can't just pull for every character you like.
Delirium, or
Don't get enough
physical
bullet, unlike
mutations.
Star Rail. Yeah. You can get tons of pulls. Tier literally have never stayed more than a week. Yeah, no, you can. Like, so when does new banner come out? Like, God, it came out like a week ago, right? Yeah, this new banner came out like a week ago for Star Rail. I went into this banner with 0 Jade. Or 0 pulls. A week in, I have like 25 pulls now. And I've only been doing story content. Genshin could never.
You don't seem to have any of that.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may be sane, but one thing is certain. My mind is already at its limit. And yet, I still have many unfulfilled wishes and plenty of unfinished business.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body. If you're able to forget about the past, there might be a chance for your symptoms to regress.
You know, 100% of the rest of the Genshin map. I have 100% of the Genshin map. I can tell you exactly how much. It's really fucking tedious to do. You do get like a lot of primo gems, but not as much as people think. If you 100% the whole thing, you will probably get like 100 spins, probably. Sounds about right. 100, 150 spins. That's only for chests, though. That's not like doing the like fountain and fontaine or anything like that, or like doing like all like the other side shit you can do to get primo gems. That's just raw, just go and pick up a chest type of thing, right? If you only do that, you will probably get like 150 spins, or at very least 100, I would say, because each chest gives you like 5 now. And there's over like 1,000 chests in Fontaine if you were at 100% Fontaine. So 5 times 1,000, that's 5,000. Okay, no, you probably get like 50 spins. But if you do everything period on it, you can get a lot of spins. That's how I usually get most of my fucking Primo gems in Genshin. Then I just log in every day.
Really?
Do my dailies and then fuck off.
Unfortunate. My hatred overshadows my other emotions. I chose to hold on to it, to embrace it, and to use it to maintain my existence.
I only have like 40% of the map left. Every 100% Inazuma, generally most of Fontaine. Oh. So, I need to do Mondstadt. Oh yeah, the rewards suck in Mondstadt and Leeway. Leeway's gonna suck. Leeway was definitely the worst one to 100%, right next to Sumeru. Actually, I don't know which one was worse. Sumeru or Leeway. I think Sumeru was. Because Sumeru has so many fucking tunnels, dude. There's so many caves in Sumeru. It is a fucking nightmare. And I 100% of Sumeru before the update where you could see the caves in the map. So that shit was fucking annoying. And that was also before the update where if you use a compass now, it shows you exactly where the chest is. Fucking finally, by the way. It took them 5 years. Maybe the compass is actually good. Yeah, compasses are worth getting now. Get a compass. They actually tell you where the chests are now. Fucking finally.
All I have left are the sword.
Should have done that from the start.
And my hatred.
You do all that grinding for a compass that barely tells you where the fuck a chest is. Yeah, it helps, but not by much. You just use the interactive map? I tried using the interactive map. I fucking could not. I just went on a website and I just... So the chest I found legitimately. I actually walked around every single map and I spammed the fuck out of the compass to find the chest. That's what I did. That's how I played Genshin. I used the interactive map for finding the things to level up the statues. That the official one sucks? Yeah, no, the official, that's the one I was talking about. The official one sucks nuts. I used the, I forgot what website it was on. The fan-made one. I forgot what website I used, but yeah, I didn't use it for the chest. I used it for the, leveling up the statues.
Thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting you has provided more healing than any kind of medicine or remedy.
I'm not even paying attention to this fucking story, by the way. I've lost interest in it like fucking an hour ago.
By the way, among those you've treated in recent days, did you notice a person in bandages?
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure. We get injured patients from
Cutscene incoming, thank fuck.
for treatment. And the number of injuries
So far, this whole thing has been a nothing burger. It's been like, this whole fucking mission has been, I'm here to turn myself in. I feel bad for what I have done. Can you at least let me one day to walk around and enjoy what I remember? All right, sure, go do that. All right, we go do that. It's over.
The person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression. He also carries a crude sword with him at all times. Have you seen someone
about Blade?
like that, Dragon Lady?
Oh, yes! Someone came by today that matches that description. He must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood. Though, from the way he behaved, it must have been fairly minor. He didn't even take the medicine I prescribed.
I also like Jinger's English VA so weird, like bro, sick or something. I think I'm not blaming the voice actor. It's definitely how the company told them to talk. Like told her, like, okay, you need to sound like this, and it's like, yeah, it's perfect. But it's just the way that like it is. It's just it's so boring. Like there is no like effort behind it.
He's probably looking for a
Like
different
it's
kind
definitely
of
not the
medicine.
VA's fault here, because she's being told to do a voice like this. But like, how the fuck do you make a voice like this fucking like entertaining to listen to? Like this is just putting me to fucking sleep.
Well then, it would seem.
It sounds like she's trying to fall asleep. It's fucking Sleepy Joe over here, dude.
Go meet our old friend.
Cutscene. Nope. All right.
Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
What did he even do besides like just be here when Celeron was here? Fucking nothing.
And so everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years. If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together and share a drink. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end, our friendship is no more. Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered here for my final farewell.
Okay, quick question. Is this bitch really turning herself in because she like has regrets? Was that this whole fucking side story? She has regrets, so she's turning herself in just randomly now.
Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. Imbibiter Lunae, the chief culprit, chose
This is so
to
fucking.
use the
This is so fucking
transmutation
stupid.
arcanum as a means
She's
of
Mora struck.
resurrection.
Yeah, well, she's a
He
dumbass for
gained
taking
terrible
Mora, dude.
transformation and great calamity in the process. He dishonored the name of the fallen. Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibiter Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination. As for Jing Liu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath. Now it is time we pay for what we have done.
Like 200 plus years ago, but was saved by Mars struck in her body.
Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lune. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom.
I really hope this motherfucker. I do not like Dan Heng.
Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets.
I'm surprised they just let this bitch back on the Luofu, by the way.
And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past from fading away. High Cloud Quintet, it is time to say goodbye.
Alright, goodbye. Oh, I kill her. Imagine though.
A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sadness and bitterness.
I could have talked to
What a
Blade, couldn't I?
depressing
Yeah, whatever.
reunion. Jing Yuan, is it not time you sent me to the Shuling?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, your next stop will be the Yuchi. I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca-light reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the two of you beforehand.
Jing Yuan, you haven't changed at all. Always trying to destroy the plans of others. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are all just pawns in a game of the gods. I am sick and tired of treading on a predetermined path. No matter, I will deviate if you insist. But this does not change how things will end. Ultimately, I will stand on the side of victory.
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait. Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else I can do for you. The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's Slave already told you that the swords of mortals are incapable of killing someone with the flesh of an emanator.
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
Yeah, kill him.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered.
My cat's rubbing against my microphone. Can you not, you little bitch?
You will only draw against an opponent. Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief moment of death.
Cutscene.
We were here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Ciencio lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
A familiar feeling.
Dude, Mihoyo does such a good job with cutscenes, and they're always like 30 seconds long. Like, what the fuck?
Almost as if we've returned to my first sword
Like,
lesson.
that's so weird. It's like Mihoyo always does such great cutscenes, and yet they're always like at the very least 10 seconds long. That's it.
You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed, and restored. It's as if they're saying, Why? Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an unforgivable sin? I know that you have no interest in my answer. Which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times, but was never able to find the answer. Why? Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again? Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? Why? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered grave. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain went away, like when we drank to drown our sorrows.
My cat is like really playful right now, dude. I just want to talk to you. Okay, I can't. Never mind. This game sucks.
Imbibitor Lunae, what do you plan on doing next?
Going back to the Swayze Express.
Once this gathering ends, I will return to the Express to continue my journey.
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have burdens of their own, just as we did back then. I did think about giving up on revenge and letting go of everything when I fled the Lawfu years ago. However, as time passed, it became more and more clear. It was like an old friend that accompanied me every passing day, always nagging in my ear. The memories of what I did when I was Mara-struck are deeply rooted. Since I am unable to rid myself of them, I decided to face them head-on in the end. Maybe when I witness the fall of the abundance, you and Ying Sing will find true release. Goodbye, Imbibiter Lunae.
Goodbye, cunt.
She couldn't do it with her sword either. She still couldn't do it.
Like Coley looks at you.
We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is the price the two of us must pay.
If you wish.
I will see it through.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. For now. I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be more interesting that way.
What's the lore between these two? I'll watch fucking video on it.
Dan Heng, the General wants me to forget about everything I saw today. I understand. These disputes are far too complicated for me right now. Swordplay is a lot simpler. I have some close friends of my own in the Cloud Knights. Will we fall out the way you guys did?
God, I hope so. I have to go.
Goodbye for now, Dan Heng. I hope the next time we meet, it'll be under happier circumstances.
She's gone. All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. But I am unable to prevent my old friends from taking sides against one another.
Very responsible for Dan Feng's actions.
Who you are is a question that only you can find the answer to. Even if the Preceptor's interference denied you a true rebirth.
I have to go.
Yes. It has been a long day for you, Dan Heng.
New message. Everything okay, Don? Patrick Swayze and I heard you see an anonymous letter and we were worried about you, so we just came to check out anything, check on you, but you weren't in the archives. Did that poker face Celeron Hunter Blade give you trouble again? Messing with friends. The dogs are barking like a motherfucker, dude. By the way, don't forget to head back to the Express early. Himiko said she made coffee for us. Time to get some coffee, dog. The big dog is barking. That's interesting. Cool, that's done. Poggers. Poggers, 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 poggers. What are you doing here?
I can hardly even see Mount Zarathustra's. But that's the tallest peak on the whole planet. Before I boarded the Express,
We're not on the planet, dumbass.
Bellabog in the snow. Yeah, once I've discovered.
What are they barking at? Okay, well I gotta go anyway. If you like, shoot hit the follow button. Friend request. Who are these guys? Why do they keep sending me friend requests? Yeah, sure. Alright, I gotta go. Tell us to hit the follow button. I will be back tomorrow with more fucking Honkai. God, anything that takes place in the Law-Fu just fucking sucks, doesn't it? That is a major down point for this game. Anyway, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Love you.